I think Arsenal have officially cemented themselves as the best defensive team in the world. They were already at the center of the conversation, but today just confirmed it once and for all, in my opinion. A clean sheet at the Etihad, something that hasn't happened in 57 matches. City have failed to score against Arsenal in the league this season. Liverpool really only scored once because their other goal was an own goal. They got completely swallowed at the Emirates. And finally, Haaland abused and silenced once again, this time at his own ground. There's a very, very nasty Haaland agenda about his performances in big games, and every time he gets the chance to disprove the narrative, he fumbles, unless it's against United. In his final game against Arsenal last season, him and KDB fed on Rob Holding like hyenas pouncing on a dead lion. Unfortunately for Haaland, Saliba's been healthy the entire season so far, and he's been completely suffocated as a result. In August, Haaland was held to 0 shots against Arsenal in the Community Shield. 0 as in nothing. Zip. Nilch. Nada. Best striker in the world, and he couldn't get a sniff. The Community Shield was just a preview though. Haaland pulled up to the Emirates in October and found nothing but frustration and misery waiting. Haaland makes a living off his athleticism, getting ridiculously high for headers in the box, bodying defenders, ragdolling them to get those through balls. Unfortunately, that shit ain't gonna work against Saliba and Gabriel. He tried that bulldozer shit at the Emirates and ate a mouthful of dirt. There's a reason he was way more cautious today at the Etihad. That game at the Emirates, he once again didn't get a single shot off. The best striker in the world. 0, zip, zilch, nada. Gabriel was also crucial that game. He was actually arguably man of the match. I personally would have gave it to Declan Rice, but all three of them were the backbone of our defense, as they have been all season. Today, though, it was Arsenal's turn to go to City's crib. Last time they were there, City spanked them fair and square. With Saliba playing this time, though, and Rice in front of that back line, well, let's just say there was a lot more confidence in the defending this time around. Early in the game, Haaland think he about to make some noise. Where the fuck you going, boy? Come here. It was offsides anyway, but that don't change the fact that Saliba treated him like a child. Later in the first half, he tried that post-up bullshit he was doing on Holding last season. Not this time, buddy. Sit the fuck down. I swear Gabriel has been a top 5 center back in the world this season, and just because his hairline is falling apart like Miami LeBron's, he won't get the respect he deserves. Bully ball clearly wasn't working, so Haaland tried to sneak in behind Gabriel, and he said, hell nah, move around, princess. He couldn't escape them at all. If Saliba wasn't there, Gabriel was. If Gabriel wasn't there, Saliba was. If it wasn't one or the other, it was both. Haaland thought he was getting somewhere just for Saliba to slide in and snatch it away. You get nothing, my boy. The entire first hour, I don't even remember Haaland getting a shot off. The first shot I remember him taking was just after the hour mark, and Saliba barely even allowed it to leave his foot. Has there ever been a time when the consensus best striker in the world got utterly dominated by 2 defenders 3 different games in one season? To be fair, I personally think Kane is still the best striker in the world, and I'm not sure Haaland is really the consensus, but that doesn't change the fact that he's the best striker in the league, and Arsenal have absolutely suffocated him. They dead gave this man PTSD. He finally gets a good, clean look at goal, and he completely shits himself. It's like a war veteran having a panic attack because of fireworks. He saw the ball and heard Gabriel and Saliba's footsteps from across the box. Then, of course, as soon as he realized he wasn't getting shit done the ethical way, he decided to start flopping. Stoppage time in the most important game of the season, and you really thought they were going to give you that penalty? Really? After today, Haaland's numbers against Arsenal this season are utterly dreadful. In 3 games, he has no goals, no assists, 2 shots, and no shots on target. His expected goal total is 0.28, and he's been a complete and utter no-show. They out here fucking him up. He been in a straitjacket since August. To be fair to Haaland, Kane isn't exactly the most volatile against Gabriel and Saliba either. Last season, he could only muster a penalty in both games, but it did take an unreal Ramsdale performance in January's game to prevent Kane from scoring. We'll see what Kane could come up with in about a week or so when Bayern come to the Emirates, but based on what Saliba and Gabriel have been on all season, he should be prepared for a very rough night. As for the rest of the game, I'm not happy. Saka had a doo-doo performance. We knew he was rushing back from injury, so this doesn't really bother me much. He didn't look 100%, and he also didn't even get the ball much, so I'm not too mad about the disappearing act. Jesus, you are not Kyrie Irving. Stop it. I swear to God, he's trying to dribble into the goal, bro. Not every shot is going to be perfect. Just put that shit up, bro. He's going to give me a brain aneurysm. Actually, he plays like a pet that got some in his mouth that he's not supposed to have, so he's just zigzagging around the house trying to avoid anybody that tries to catch him. It can be annoying when it's not working. He don't even care about the game. He just want to dribble. Foden pulled up with a bag full of nothing. He kept trying to do that weak-ass half turn, and nobody was going for that shit. A lot of people were calling this game boring, and honestly, I don't agree. Not even trying to sound like one of those tactic lover guys, but I enjoy watching us defend, even though it can be stressful. We don't defend as much as a lot of other teams, and usually City steamrolls us. They still had the large majority of possession today, but we weren't allowing them to do anything with it. I find it so funny when people try to act like managers are wrong or shitty for playing tactical football instead of brain-dead highlines that get punched through every 5 minutes. I promise, they don't give a fuck that you weren't entertained if it helps them get a better result. I don't understand why people want managers to just let their keeper get harassed for 90 minutes straight. Arsenal was at City Stadium. They played almost the same evil style of defensive football that teams have been playing against them all season. Only difference is Arsenal has been able to break those teams down. City just wasn't able to break Arsenal down. I'm sorry. I honestly think this was a solid preview for Bayern when we go to Munich, even though they're a completely different team. If we go to Germany with a lead, we're most likely going to be sitting back and doing a lot of defending because they're going to be relentless. Being able to completely swallow KDB, Foden, and Haaland for a full match at their stadium definitely raises my confidence for this quarterfinal matchup, especially KDB. Belgian Ron Weasley didn't do a damn thing today. Do I see this as a win? Nah, we're 2 points behind Liverpool, and they have the easiest remaining schedule out of the three of us. Was it the worst that could happen, though? At the Etihad in March? Hell nah, I'll take it. Haaland, ice up, boy. You got domestically abused. Sane, Kane, Musiala, put your shooting boots on. It's going to get nasty down low when y'all come to the Emirates next week. I'm going to see y'all next time.